This lesson is titled Salvation for Strangers. I'll begin to read from Leviticus chapter 17 and go from verse 8 to 11. Notice what it says. And thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers which sojourn among you, that offereth burnt offering or sacrifice. So let's stop a moment. We know this is not like they told you in the trick Hebrew camps, that the strangers are Israelites, because he's mentioning two kinds of people here. Just like how you taught us two manner of children will come out of your womb, and Jacob and Esau come out, and he said they're completely two different nations. Well, he's talking about two different kinds of people here, from one from the nation of Israel and one not from the nation of Israel, called the stranger. Because it says, whosoever there be of the house of Israel. It didn't just say like the house of Judah or something like that, and the stranger, so you can say the rest are Israelites. He just mentioned the first group of people are of the nation of Israel. That's one group so far. Then he mentions the next group and says, or, that means he's making a difference here. These are different kind of people he's going to introduce in his Torah. He says, or of the strangers which sojourn among you, the children of Israel. That means it's a different children he's talking about, the children of other nations that sojourn, or the children of the heathen, right? So he's talking about strangers being different than the set apart children of Israel. Verse 9, and bringeth it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it unto the Lord, even that man shall be cut off from among his people. So note then that even the stranger who was not an Israelite, who was a heathen, who was a Gentile of the other nations, was able to come before the Lord and offer burnt offerings unto the Lord. But they said only the Israelites can offer that, but the stranger, the heathen, can offer sacrifices unto God. I think you need to change up some of your lessons. Verse 10, and whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers, so he's trying to make them include the other people who are not Israelites, they are non-Israelites, that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. That means that the non-Israelites can be cut off, because they're going to now be living among Israel as if they are. But they are not born Israelites. They are just cultured Israelites, because they have lived according to the culture and teachings of the children of Israel. But they will be cut off, so they're getting the same kind of judgment. How can they be cut off if they were not connected? So it is possible for heathen to reach a set apart or a Kodesh connection with the Most High. So it is not the truth that only born Israelites can be set apart, because they can't be cut off if they were not connected. And they're being cut off with the same judgment that goes for the righteous, for the chosen, for the set apart, for the born Israelite. For the life of the flesh is in the blood. I have given it to you upon the altar, to make an atonement for your souls, for it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. So there must be salvation for the heathen, salvation for the stranger, salvation for the Gentiles who were not born Israelites. Because he's saying, I will do all these things to you, the Israelite, plus the stranger who is a heathen, and give them the same judgment as well, including the stranger who was a heathen, who had just showed by the scripture, by the mouth of the Most High, can bring an offering. And why will they bring an offering? To get life, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and they're supposed to bring it upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. That means that the stranger, the heathen, can bring a sacrifice to offer for atonement for their souls upon the altar of the Lord. So heathen, not born an Israelite, can make an atonement for their soul if they keep the Torah. Although the Torah is fake, as I've been showing. But I'm just saying, for those of you still stuck in it, how can a heathen make atonement for their soul to the God of Israel if they're not accepted? It's telling you that in the book of Leviticus, that heathen are able to make atonement for their soul and be connected. There is salvation in the Old Testament for the stranger who was not born an Israelite. Just like I already told you already, this world of the Hebrew in the New Testament is fake, is trick.